What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza 5, and I'm going to do something I haven't done in a really long time, and that's try out some custom tracks that you guys have created. I always do the custom tunes, obviously. You see those videos on the channel all the time, but very, very rarely I go and I do custom tracks, because a lot of the time what I do is I go and I do test some of the tracks out that you guys sent me, and I see that they're really boring, or they're probably like crappy to drive or whatever, but this one I haven't really tested. But people have already reacted to this one, as in like, in my Discord, right? So for people that don't know, I have a Discord. That's how people send stuff over to me. They join the server and they put their share codes over in the respective channels, and then I could try them in future videos. So if you are a person that creates tunes for cars, interesting ones, or tracks, send them over on my Discord. There is probably a chance you end up in a video of me trying it out. So, like I said, people have reacted to the track. He's made 4 different versions of it, as in there's a 70s circuit version of it, which is 0.8 miles. There's a club circuit, which is 1.5 miles. There's a touring circuit, which is 1.9 miles. And then there's a full circuit, which is the one that I'm going to be taking a look at in today's video. And that's going to be 2.1 miles. I'll probably look at the 70s one as well, because I'm pretty sure the club circuit and the touring circuit is just smaller versions of it. Well, obviously the 70s circuit is also smaller, but I don't really know exactly what part of that is, you know, the part of the track. Regardless, I want to try the full circuit. That is the main one that I want to have a look at. I don't even know what car I'm going to use. I'm probably going to end up using a car that's going to be a lot better than this. I'm going to turn off traction control. If you've seen SJ's videos, you know why I'm driving this thing, and you know why traction control was on for this car. Yeah, let's give this thing a shot. Let's see what it's like. So we go into the event labs, go to event lab blueprints, then we search, and then my cursor goes off my screen because this game's stupid. Do any. I don't know if that makes a difference if I do that, but I'll do any. Length. Okay. 640 501 104. This is the full circuit. Okay. RIR full circuit. I don't know what that means. But this is the dude that sent it to me. Okay, cool. Let's go in. Hasn't asked me to pick a car yet, which is a bit worrying because I don't really want to do it with the Reliant, unless it's letting me just go in with whatever car I want. I don't want to test this circuit out for the first time with okay, no, perfect. Okay, it's on the event lab map. Whew. Okay, I was gonna say it didn't ask me to do it. It's probably gonna be a fast, like, actual circuit, right? So it's a track, which means I need a good, like, track car, right? That's kind of what I need. I was thinking maybe we could go. Actually, I know exactly what car we should go with. Something that sounds ridiculous and also looks pretty good. I want to get the Lexus out. The Lexus is one of the best sounding race cars in this game, so I might as well take it out. Obviously, there are other ones that do sound really good, but I want to take the Lexus out. I haven't driven it in a while. I haven't driven it since I made the video on this car, and then I made it again when I was talking about the best sounding cars in the game, and then I kind of gave this car as well a little bit of a rating. Okay. It looks good so far. There's things all over the place. Interesting. It's not really like overly complicated or anything. It does look clean. Is it a copy of some track in real life? Or am I tripping? I'm gonna say I think this is, well, not a copy, but like it's very similar to a very real life track. Am I wrong? I feel like this is a track layout that I have seen before. This would be good for racing, man. This would be very cool for racing. I mean, you can of course do some time trials and time attacks and all that sort of stuff, but I think the only thing that I'd probably say about this is less checkpoints. Less checkpoints. Just keep them in the corners. Like, keep the ones where you're supposed to, like, hit the apex, and that's it. Just keep those ones in. See, like, the way these ones are placed here? This was pointless here. This is what it should be. for checkpoints. I like this. It's a simple layout, so it's nothing too crazy or complicated. You can keep up your speed with the cars. Tiny bit of undulation as well on the track, which means obviously cars can kind of break traction a little bit. You go up or down, or even a little bit of an angle in some of the corners as well. See, like here, the way it's like kind of angled inwards. I like that. It's a nice simple track. I want to try some of the other layouts as well now after this, just to see what we're looking at. We'll probably try it in different cars. I'm not gonna lie, but this seems like it's a track that not only have I driven on before in other games, like a real life track. I need to look this up. I kind of want to say it's in Forza Motorsport, or maybe it's a different track that I'm thinking of. But oh man, I don't want to say the names because I don't think I'll get the name right. Oh wait, let's have a look at the pits. I know I'm just racing, but I wanna try and go about and have a look at some of these designs for these pits. This seems a little dead. This whole just here's a green wall. Maybe you could have done something here. Pits are closed. They would have been nice if they were open, instead of just being fully closed. But apart from that, the layout is actually very sick. I do really like it. I'm not gonna lie. Whether you stole it or not from a real life track, or maybe you've just been inspired by some real life tracks and you decided to use them on your own track, which happens all the time in real life. People that create their own custom tracks, obviously they'll try and recreate corners from other tracks, and it is very noticeable. But like I said, some tracks just flow really poorly. This is not one of them. Like, if you've ever played any racing game that's on track, there are some tracks that are very, very poor the way they flow. Yes, it kind of gives you a bit more of a challenge, but if you want to like go on a track that you can kind of keep your speed up, and you know, without having a corner that fully destroys the balance of driving, as in like, let's say you go up, there's a track in Gran Turismo, I can't remember which one it is, I think it's a French track, and it's got like a weird, like you go really quickly down, like down a slope, and then it's kind of like a sharp left and then a sharp right straight after it. So obviously you need a lot of braking when you go down, but the way it upsets the balance of the car as you're doing it is just really annoying. I think it's that. I think it's the one that I'm talking about. Or it's a sharp right and then literally like almost like a 180 degrees to the left. Again, it's just an annoying track to drive on. And I don't like it. I never like driving on that track. So it was just a nuisance to drive. Let's go with the touring circuit. Let's see what that one is like. And that one is 1.9 miles. That is the second longest one. So 624 575 450. Cool, I wasn't typing at all. That's fantastic. Thank you, game. It's a good thing that you have it highlighted on your screen that I can type, and then you didn't let me type it. You absolute wet wipe. 450. There we go. Let's see. Let's try a different car this time. We could try something else. I might have to turn down the volume of the actual video for this if you guys want to hear me. Yep, this is what I'm driving. It's gonna be so loud. It's gonna be so loud. Oh my god. Right. Prepare your ears, boys and girls. Prepare your ears. What's the layout for this? What's it look like? Okay, so it kind of just gets rid of a portion of it from the far end. I see that. Alright then. Oh wait. Ridiculous. This is stupid. Okay. Ooh, this could be a nice track to drift on. I'm kind of just looking at the layout as I'm driving around. Like the minimap layout. This would be a sick track to drift on. Because it's not very long, but the corners are sick for it. I mean, I can get sideways in this thing. It doesn't matter what car it is in this game, I can get sideways in it. Racing tires, not racing tires. I'll get sideways in it. Don't you worry about that, boys. A little bit far out of the grass, but that's okay. Whoa. I'm guessing that's one of the entrances on the... Ah, that's sick. The fact that this is like a real life racetrack though, with like all the portions just kind of cut out. It's very cool. This is so much power, man. Those rear tires are getting heat. Where are they? Oh yeah, here. That is jokes. Oh my god. What's the PSI? Oh, there we go. We'll just leave it at this one. This thing's ridiculous. Yeah, this is gonna be like, if you somehow manage to make it. Oh, I spot it. If you somehow manage to make it a track where you can join with a convoy. This thing for tandems, I can't speak. This thing for tandems would be amazing. Especially this layout. This layout is sick for it. Oh god, I keep giving it too much power. This is also on, like, slicks, by the way. It is just fully on slick tires, so... I'm trying to drift a car that's not supposed to be driven, or drifted like this. This thing should just snap and just absolutely kill me, but somehow, someway, I'm sliding it. There we go. That was fun. All right, let's try a smaller track. Let's see what that's like. Should we actually pick a drift car for it this time? I'm down to do that. I'm down to pick like a proper drift car for it. Since the tracks are getting smaller and smaller, like the club circuit just seems like it's gonna be a very small track, but it's gonna be like a complicated small track, I think. Right? I think that's gonna be a fun one to try and maybe slide around. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that again. No, let's do that again. Can I type? Hello? Okay, we can type. It's good. Alright, this was the club circuit, right? 178487076. There you go. There's the club circuit. And I want to try it out in something that's slidey. I got it. Might as well use one of the newest cars that they've added into the game. Or I guess the newest car that they've added into the game. Because this thing was so smooth to slide around with. So I was like, you know what? Why not just pick this thing and actually drive it around? I want to have a quick little look, actually, at the hood. And change this to drift cam. Since we're going to be sliding around. Right, what's this layout looking like? Am I right, though? Is this going to be like a very drift-friendly track? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at those smooth lines. 100%. V10 Challenger. About to absolutely dominate this track. Oh yes, I knew it. As soon as I saw Club Circuit, I was like, this is gonna be a nice small track. Loads of nice little corners. It'll be a perfect track to stay sideways on. This has got 1,000+ horsepower and it's just keeping that power in check. It's such a good car, man. This would be a fantastic drift car. Should have picked my Skyline, but this is just a new car and I was like, you know what, let's just pick the newest car. This is, like I said, in that video where I built this thing, I was like, this is probably one of the, if not the smoothest drift car I've ever built in this game. Honestly. I have so much control over this thing, and it's just... I think this would be amazing to try and tandem with. Like, that is ridiculous how good this thing is. But again, like I said, because it's got so much power, you have like gears for days, you have torque for days. You have horsepower for days of this thing. It's just so good. As long as you're smooth with your throttle, this thing, it just do exactly what you want whenever you want it. Trying to see if I can just stretch the slide here. Just a little bit on the grass is fine. I need to. If I would actually be able to connect these slides and be smooth with it, I need to. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is gonna have to go off-road a little bit if I want to connect. Just a tiny bit off-roading. Just a tiny bit, but I have to. If I want to keep the line nice and smooth, I have to. Absolute gem to drive, man, and this track just proves it. Oh, you can break this. I was gonna just grind on it. Grind on it. No, I was gonna like just stick my back into it and then just keep grinding all the way to the corner. I didn't know you break it. Okay. Oh, it's just a good car, man. And the track is amazing for it as well. I knew that you'd be able to drift this track. Like I said, if you're somehow able to do it in here, get in here with a convoy on this custom track, it would be amazing. I don't know if you have to make an extra like version of the track to do this in, or to be allowed to do this with, but or can you just start it as you're in a convoy? I never played this game multiplayer with other people anyway, so I don't know how the convoy system works in this game if you're trying to join the custom tracks. I've just never done it. It's just not a thing that I've tried to do. I've joined convoys before, and you know, just like free roam and stuff like that, but I've never done like custom races and stuff like that. I've never ever attempted to do anything like that. So on this game, so it's mostly because I have no friends. But I'm just saying, I wanted to still put that point out there because, like I said, with convoys, I think this would be an amazing track to try and drift on. But I was so spot on with this track being a really good drift track. Alright, let's finish this one up and then we'll do the very last one, the very final one that he said, which is the 70s themed circuit. It's 4 laps this time instead of 3, but it's also only 0.8 of a mile, so it's really short. So I'm guessing this goes up there and then immediately turns around and goes back behind me. So it's almost like it'll probably have like, I'll say about 5 corners in total. Like I'll have the corner that goes up in front of me, then it turns back, then somehow we have one more like loop or one more corner, and then it comes back again to the very start again. I think it's gonna be something similar to that, because that's what it seems like to me. What this 70s track should be, right? 6 4 2 4 5 3 6 6 3, and that is the final version of this track. RIR 70s circuit. It's 1970s. I might as well pick a 1970s car that I've built to race with. Unfortunately, because I've built this car to race in a few races, this is all-wheel drive. Okay, don't start anything. All right, don't start anything. Oh, it's like a weird like Suzuka type circuit, like a Suzuka E-Scores. But yeah, I think I ended up building this. Whoa, that turn that off. When you're racing, it's actually really annoying. Oh my god, I fully missed it. I went way too fast. Yeah, when you're racing, the drift cam is just crap. Oh god. This is also a little track that could be nice for sliding like really low horsepower drift cars. I don't know why I wanted to. I literally wanted to slide that last corner. This car is not for sliding. It's built to race. I don't even remember why I built this thing all-wheel drive, but it is built all-wheel drive. I think it's got like sports tires on it, if I remember correctly. It is a really good A-class car, like race car, but it's definitely built for something very specific. It might have been one of the. Might have been one of the trials or something like that, maybe, that I had to build this thing for. I don't honestly remember. But this track would be very nice with something low horsepower. Just looking at the minimap and the layout of it. I mean, this thing doesn't really have a lot of power, but it's pretty crazy because just all-wheel drive swapping this thing, you can give it kind of worse tires and it'll be able to like keep its speed up quite a lot. Especially for tighter tracks like this. I feel like it would struggle at whatever, what do I have now, like 400 and something horsepower in this thing. It might struggle a little bit to put its power down with the tiny little tires that it's got on. But it's nice. I like the track. Like I said, a little tight racing maybe, lower horsepower stuff would be very nice on this track. Or even just trying to slide on it as well with something low horsepower would be nice. It's a lot more complex than the other tracks, I'll tell you that, obviously, because there's a lot more like back and forth. But it is also very, very small, so you finish a lap very quickly. Alright, well that's pretty much it. Thank you for sending the track in. I appreciate it. It's actually very, very sick. It could genuinely be a very good track to try and test cars out on as well. Because the Edel circuit or Edel circuit or whatever that I have is very, very sick for it. And I've obviously used that a lot more than I've used this. So I feel like a lot of the cars are kind of based around getting times on that track. But again, it depends. Because if you actually want to buy or whatever, build a car that's really, really good in this game overall, I don't think racing it on a custom track is the way to do it. It'll always be to like go into rival events and then try on the actual tracks that the game gives you, you know? But for custom tracks, if you, like I said, if you're able to get that to work with convoys, if you don't have a version of it that works with convoys, or maybe those all work, yeah, definitely I highly recommend like either racing with people or drifting with people in those, or on those tracks. Very, very sick. Thank you for sending them in. If you have anything else that you guys want to send over to me, again, like I said, it's over on the Discord. Link to that is down below. While you're down there, make sure you subscribe. Like the video as well if you enjoyed it, because it helps out a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for the tracks, and yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.